AITA for telling my daughter. It's about time, when her friend group dumped her. My daughter, Chloe, is a strong-willed, charismatic girl. For the past 2 years, she's been the undisputed leader of a group of 4 other girls. I've always been proud of her confidence, but I've also watched with growing unease as she wielded that power. It was subtle at first, dictating what everyone would wear to the mall, deciding which parties they could go to. But it escalated into things that made me cringe, making jokes about one girl's weight, teasing another for her family's financial struggles, and creating group chats specifically to exclude one of them if she was annoying Chloe that week. I've had so many talks with her. Chloe, that's not leadership, that's bullying. How would you feel if they did that to you? She'd always roll her eyes and say, Mom, you don't get it. This is just how we are. They know I'm joking. The dam broke last weekend. The girls had planned to go to a movie. At the last minute, Chloe decided she wanted to go to a football game with a boy she liked instead. She didn't just cancel, she texted the group, Sorry, something better came up. Don't wait for me. One of the girls, Maya, replied, That's the last straw, Chloe, we're done. They didn't just ignore her, they sent a clear, unified message that they were no longer putting up with her treatment. They removed her from all social media groups and, according to Chloe, are hanging out without her. Chloe came home sobbing, throwing herself on the bed, going on about how her so-called friends had betrayed her and ganged up on her for no reason. I sat on the edge of her bed and listened. When her tears subsided into hiccups, I sighed and said, It's about time. She looked at me like I'd slapped her. I continued, gently but firmly, Honey, you've been a terrible friend to them for months. You can't treat people like backup options and expect them to stay forever. This isn't a betrayal, it's a consequence. Well, the fresh waterworks started. My husband, who had heard the commotion, came in and comforted her. Later, he confronted me in the kitchen. What is wrong with you? He said. Her heart is broken. She needed her mother to hug her and tell her it would be okay, not kick her while she's down. I argued that coddling her now would just teach her that her behavior was acceptable, that this painful lesson was a necessary one for her to grow into a decent person. But he says I was just being cruel and have damaged my relationship with our daughter. So, ITA, was I a realist or just a rotten mom?